Hi guys, it's me, Anita Newations, and for today's video, we are doing a speed watercolor painting of the Mircaulous Ladybug, and I had just finished watching all the episodes that they have on Netflix for me, and I absolutely enjoyed the the Mircaulous Ladybug, and I thought I would try and draw a ladybug. And so I did wind up having a lot of trouble with drawing her torso, and I erased it a lot, and I didn't want to just do a head, so I wanted to try and get her torso in there a bit and stuff. So I worked quite a bit with it, and I really struggled, and in the end I still don't like how her body turned out. And the painting in the end is alright, but it's just kind of like a sketch painting, because it's just really me fooling around with my watercolor paints, having fun with them. But I don't think I would classify this video as a sketch with me video, because it's more like a finished piece, just in my mixed media sketchbook. And so I didn't want to fill the entire page with the painting, and I kind of wanted it to look a bit more kind of polished, I guess, so that's why I wound up taping the edges, even though, like I said, it's a sketchbook. And because I have an entire strip of paint between the rules and the painting, it looks kind of weird because all the other edges have a small amount of white along them, and so it looks a little different and odd, but it does look pretty nice. I had a lot of fun with the hair. When I draw hair, I don't ink in any lines or anything, and I normally color it flat, and it's just like a big clip of hair. And I want to try and start giving it more detail, making it look more like actual hair. And so that's what I was doing here, and that's why I later go in and I give it some lines of watercolor and stuff. I've worked with very thin, light layers and just slowly worked it up until I like the color of it. I know I probably could have just went in with a darker layers, but I want to get used to making thinner, lighter layers, because I'm bad for going in very dark right away with watercolors. And instead of using my black watercolor paint, which anyway I couldn't find my little thing of dried black watercolor, I decided to go in with purple that I made. It's a very dark purple, so I knew it would be perfect for the neck part and the dots on her costume, I guess you could call it. And it does look pretty good on the neck, and then the circles wind up a little weird. And I had a bit of a problem when layering the different colors with it lifting the colors underneath it more than I normally would, because normally I find that when I layer colors with these watercolor paints, it doesn't really lift underneath too much, and with this time I've struggled with that lifting a bit more. But I guess that's a normal thing with watercolors that I'm just realizing, because you can reactivate it a bit once it dries. It's just it stains the paper and whatnot, really. And for the background, I don't go in with anything else other than this kind of teal, turquoise, blue, green color. It's not really a turquoise, because I think turquoise is more blue, so maybe it's a bit more teal. I'm always confused as to what type of shade this is. I just know it's a blue green. And for her face, I just went in with my pink that I made, and I lightly colored her skin, and then I went over with a little bit of orange just to give it a little bit more color. And I was worried about it being too pink or too orange. And I find it looks so weird around her eyes, because her mask covers her eyebrows, and I really wanted to draw eyebrows in there, but you normally can't see her eyebrows with her mask. And so I find it looks really weird. And then her eyes are kind of facing in different directions, I guess. And then you can't really see her eyelashes, which I find, for me, at least when I'm drawing females, I love to add the lashes because it makes it look more finished, and it makes the eyes look better, I find. And so when the painting is dry, I do go in with my Micron 08, and I give her, I outline her, and then I give her eyelashes, and you can't see the eyelashes very well because of the spots that I put on her mask. And I might have made the spots on her outfit a bit too big, but they look alright, I guess. I could have made them smaller, but like I said, this was kind of just practice, and I was kind of playing around. And even with the spots, I didn't start dark. I started light, and I slowly built up the layers. And then I later put the spots on the mask, and where the spots on the outfit, the body part is probably too big. The ones on the mask are very small, and it kind of looks funny in my opinion. And it's like, oh, I made these spots too big and these ones too small. And I was going back and forth between a reference image as I drew or painted, whatever. And I didn't really look at it for when I was too much for when I was painting, just to make sure about the hair and the eyes. And I didn't look at it too much for the spots, which I probably should have, to get them at a better sizing. And I didn't want to put them randomly, so I kind of went with lines, I guess. Sorry. And here I'm going through with the watercolor to get the hair texture. And I was gonna originally have it at the ends of her bangs and a little bit at the part of her hair at the top, but then I found that looked a little weird, and I wanted it to look more textured and shadows and whatnot. And besides, her hair in this show is a lot darker than her eyes, while in this painting they wind up being kind of the exact same color. But I felt with that extra texture and lines, it looked a lot better. And this is definitely something I want to practice more. The eyes, I probably didn't have to make them as dark as I did, but I wound up making them very dark. And I tried shading the face with a very light brown. It's kind of like a yellow brown, kind of like a sand color. And I tried shading her face very lightly with that. And I think I later went in with the dark brown on the mask and her clothes and stuff, just to add a bit of shadows to give it a bit more depth. And I think I went in with that a little bit along the face. And here you can see how itty bitty those polka dots are on her mask compared to her outfit. And I tried to keep them in as straight of a line and aligned as possible. And I let this dry for quite a while, and everything seemed dry to the touch. But when I was going over it with my Micron pen, it kept making little lines in the paint, kind of like the paint was soft, and I was just making lines in it. It was very weird. And then I also made sure to outline all of the spots on her outfit, except not all the itty bitty ones on her mask. But I outlined all the ones on her body suit to make them look, to get all more crisp. And then I went in with a white gel pen, and this is the final piece. And I like it and don't like it. Thank you for watching. I'm just gonna leave it here. Thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!